Welcome to the dark side of Bollywood.
Today, we're celebrating the bad guys who made being evil look absolutely irresistible. These aren't just antagonists, they're the villains who became more famous than the heroes, who gave us dialogues we still quote today, and who proved that sometimes being bad is just too good. From dacoit leaders who terrorized the Chambal to sophisticated crime bosses in golden costumes, from psychotic stalkers to comedic criminals, we're counting down the top 20 Bollywood villains who didn't just play bad guys, they became legends. This is CelebrAsian, and we're about to dive into the wickedly entertaining world of Bollywood's greatest villains. Fair warning, you might find yourself rooting for the bad guys. We've ranked these legendary villains based on their cultural impact, iconic dialogues, memorable performances, and lasting influence on Bollywood cinema. These rankings celebrate the actors who made villainy an art form. From number 20 to our ultimate villain king at number 1, prepare for a journey through cinema's dark side that will remind you why these bad guys are absolutely unforgettable. Starting our countdown at number 20, the original bad man himself, Gulshan Grover as Kesariya Vilayati in Ram Lakhan. In a movie packed with villains like Anupam Kher, Amrish Puri and Paresh Rawal, everyone still remembers Bad Man's scene. Gulshan Grover became so synonymous with a bad man persona that this nickname followed him throughout his entire career. His grind-off voice still echoes whenever someone mentions the word bad man. Now, that's villain branding done right. Number 19 celebrates the suave Ajit as Lion in Din Dayal, always impeccably dressed in well-crafted suits, imported sunglasses, and that heartless outlook that made him the epitome of the sophisticated villain. Ajit is remembered for iconic lines like Mona Darling from Yado Ki Barat and Lily, Don't Be Silly from Zanjeer. His dialogue delivery was so distinctive, every sentence delivered with that laid-back stretch and ease that made evil look effortlessly cool. At number 18, we have Premnath as Sir Judah in Cars, one of cinema's most unique villains. He never speaks, but only communicates through soft knocks translated by his right-hand man, Mac Mohan. Sir Judah never utters a single word, yet looks terrifying in every single scene. He proves that sometimes silence can be more menacing than the most threatening dialogue. That's the power of pure screen presence. Number 17 features Ranjit as Kundan in Sharmili, the role that shot him to villain stardom. This performance is so convincing that his own father threw him out of the house, saying, "Baap ka naak kata diya. You've brought shame to your father's name." After watching Sharmili, where Ranjit slaps Rakhi and pulls her hair, his own family banned him from entering their home. When your performance is so powerful it affects your real-life relationships, you know you've created something unforgettable. Number 16 honors Jeevan as Robert in Amar Akbar Anthony. Born into Kashmir's aristocratic family, this veteran was so popular that he became the first villain to appear on movie posters. Unheard of in those days. Before Pran emerged as the go-to bad guy in the 60s, Jeevan ruled the roost. His son Kiran Kumar once revealed that Jeevan played Narad Muni in 61 different films. Talk about range! Number 15 brings us Prithvi Raj Kapoor as Emperor Akbar in Mughal-e-Azam. He's not a villain in the traditional sense, but his domineering presence makes you hate him as much as you're in awe of his power. Akbar is painted with shades of grey rather than black, but his stand against his son's love makes him one of cinema's most complex antagonists. Sometimes the most effective villains are those who believe they're doing the right thing. At number 14, Sunil Dutt as Birju in Mother India. When there was clear demarcation between heroes and villains, Sunil Dutt took the risk of playing an unlikely anti-hero in what many consider the greatest Hindi film ever made. This was one of the earliest examples of a leading man playing an anti-hero role in Bollywood. Sunil Dutt's portrayal of a good man turned bad by circumstances was groundbreaking for its time. Number 13 features Anupam Kher as Dr. Dang in Karma. For a man with 5 Filmfare Awards for comic roles, seeing him as one of cinema's greatest villains is mind-blowing. Dr. Dang is the evil scientist who looks well beyond tomorrow and plans every move. Anupam Kher's transition from comedy to cold, calculating villainy showcased his incredible dramatic range and became one of his most memorable performances. Number 12 is Sadashiv Amrapurkar as Maharani in Sadak. This gem from Marathi theatre created one of cinema's most unique and terrifying villains, earning the first ever Filmfare Award for Best Performance in a negative role in 1992. Playing a eunuch brothel madam could have easily become comic, but Sadashiv made the character genuinely terrifying. His frail appearance, hiding immense power, created a villain that was both unique and unforgettable. We're getting into the serious villain territory now. If you enjoyed this wicked countdown, hit that subscribe and like button because the top 11 are about to get absolutely legendary. Number 11 celebrates Prem Chopra as Prem in Bobby. Just one dialogue. Prem naam hai mera. Prem Chopra. Catapulted him to instant stardom and became so iconic that it's the title of his autobiography. Initially reluctant to play such a small role, Raj Kapoor convinced him, and the rest is history. This single line became his calling card, proving that sometimes one perfect moment can define an entire career. Number 10 brings us Nasiruddin Shah as Subedar in Mirch Masala. This parallel cinema masterpiece features one of the most psychologically disturbing villain portrayals ever captured on celluloid. Shah's Subedar represents the abuse of authority and corruption in its rawest form. Though not many witnessed this art house film, those who did saw one of the most grueling and realistic portrayals of evil in Indian cinema. Number 9 brings us Sanjay Dutt as Balram Ballu Prasad in Khalnayak. This 1993 blockbuster redefined what a Bollywood villain could be. Not purely evil, but a charming, complex anti-hero who made audiences question who they were really rooting for. Khalnayak became the second highest grosser of 1993 and proved that villains could be sympathetic. Nana Patekar was the first choice. Even Anil Kapoor wanted the role, but Subhash Ghai chose Sanjay Dutt for his innocent eyes and authentic screen presence. Number 8 is when the king of charm and romance proved he too can be on Santa's naughty list. Yes, Shah Rukh Khan as Rahul Mehra in Dar. This groundbreaking performance redefined the Bollywood villain and marked a bold departure from traditional hero roles. As an obsessive lover turned dangerous stalker, SRK created one of cinema's most chilling yet complex antagonists. His iconic "I love you, Kiran" became legendary, and this role established him as an actor unafraid to take risks. Number 7 honors the legendary Pran as Raka. In an illustrious career spanning 6 decades, Pran received 4 Filmfare Awards, the Padma Bhushan and the Dadasaheb Phalke Award, the highest honor in Indian cinema. Pran was the canvas that depicted Bollywood. He inculcated method acting even before people knew acting had a method to it. His villainous portrayals weren't just menacing, they had intelligence and depth that set the standard for all future villains. Number 6 brings us Saif Ali Khan as Langda Tyagi in Omkara, possibly the last great villain of Hindi cinema. This performance won the final Filmfare Award for Best Performance in a negative role before the category was discontinued. Saif completely transformed himself to play a character that was vile, cunning, raw, and rustic. His adaptation of Shakespeare's Largo to rural India created one of the most memorable characters in recent cinema history. Number 5 is Ashutosh Rana as Gokul Pandit in Dushman. He's the only actor to win the Best Villain Award in consecutive years, 1998 for Dushman and 1999 for Sangharsh. Ashutosh Rana is a rare gem who can destroy an audience's will with sheer expressions. He makes viewers scream with just his eyes and is the absolute master of the grotesque. His psychological villains set a new standard for disturbing cinema. Number 4 celebrates Danny Denzongpa as Kancha China in Agnipath. This Padma Shri recipient got this career-defining role on Pran's recommendation and absolutely dug his teeth into it. Danny had done villain roles before, but they all looked the same. Same caves, same costumes, same henchmen. But Kancha China was different. This role showcased his range and became the villain performance of his 5-decade career. The bronze medal goes to Kulbhushan Kharbanda as Shakal in Shan. That bold look, the eccentricity, the resounding shrill. Everything about this character has stuck in viewers' minds for over 4 decades. Shakal's slump look, his orders to destroy and create chaos, every detail was astounding. Playing the bold villain in Ramesh Sippy's Shan marked his transition into mainstream cinema and created one of Bollywood's most recognizable villains. The silver medal firmly belongs to Amrish Puri as Mogambo in Mr. India. He received 1 crore rupees salary, making him the highest paid Indian villain actor at the time. With his reverberating baritone, piercing glance and the iconic Mogambo, Khush Hua, he created a villain so memorable that his son revealed he was asked to say the dialogue at every award function he attended. And the crown for the ultimate Bollywood villain goes to the character that gave some of the most iconic lines, such as "Kitne aadmi the" and "Ye haath mujhe de de Thakur." Yes, Amjad Khan as Gabbar Singh in Sholay. Filmfare named him the most iconic villain in Indian cinema history, and the BBC compared his impact to Darth Vader's effect on Hollywood. To prepare for this role, Amjad Khan read Abhishapt Chambal, a book on Chambal dacoits written by Jaya Baduri's father. His research paid off. Gabbar became the notion of a villain and possibly the most iconic character ever created in Bollywood. The British Film Institute wrote in 2002 that fear of Gabbar Singh is still invoked by mothers to put their children to sleep. When your villain becomes part of cultural parenting, you've achieved true legendary status. These 20 villains didn't just play bad guys, they became cultural icons. They gave us dialogues we still quote, characters we still love to hate, and performances that remain etched in our collective memory. These villains don't just entertain, they prove that sometimes the villain can be more memorable than the hero. Which of these iconic villains gave you nightmares as a child? Do you agree with our rankings, or would you place these legendary bad guys differently? Drop your favorite villain dialogue in the comments. Let's celebrate these masters of menace together. If you enjoyed this wicked journey through Bollywood's dark side, hit that like button and subscribe for more celebrations of cinema's greatest characters, because sometimes the bad guys deserve all the applause. This is CelebrAsian, more stars, more stories, one Asia. Proving that in Bollywood, even the villains are absolutely legendary. Until next time, keep celebrating the characters that make cinema unforgettable.